Be the change. Be the change. Think about it. What we see, like in the world, what we have created is the sum. It's the total of all of us. So if the total of all of us is what we see at the moment out there in the world, then maybe there is a good chance to change things, should we be inclined to go within and get to know our inner self and to make changes from within. And it's easy. No, it's not. Well, it might not be so easy, but it's available. It's available. It's something that you can do something about. You can always go within. You can always close your eyes. Get familiarized with what is going on your inside, because mostly our eyes are open. We're moving forward, or we're thinking in the past, or we're looking at something we're going to achieve. And then every so often, take a breath. Gratitude, peace, presence, and even in this crazy, chaotic world that we are living in, it is possible to create your own little oasis where you can find the inner peace and the inner stillness. Great, great spirit, Father God, source of all things, shoebox, higher power, presence. What is the overall here today? Desires, goals, passion, craving, and fulfillment. Desires. What do you desire? Like, think about it. What do you desire? What would be something that you think would make you feel very fulfilled or very happy, joyful, successful, make you feel complete, make you feel accomplished? And the world, you know, the matrix wants us to think that everything that we desire is on the outside of us. You have to get that thing, or you have to own that thing, or you have to have that in your bank account, or you have to have these shoes on you, or you have to wear those clothes. You have to do these things, otherwise you won't get those things. And that's the lie. See, that's the lie, because it might make you happy to have those things too, but that's not where you're gonna find what you desire. What you desire is already within you, and you already have it. You just have to find a way to unravel all the layers of the teachings that have been placed upon you throughout this journey on planet Earth. So let's see. We all have these archetypes within us. And it's always a good thing to be a good manager of your mind. Be a good manager of your mind. Be a good manager of your body. And be a good manager of your soul. Okay? So, 2 wands. Yes, the mind, okay, planning. So that's where our mind usually goes. Our mind's always in the future. Oh, I'm going to have to do that. Or even like not even as far ahead in the future either. It could be just like, oh, what are we going to eat today? Are we going to eat this or that? What do you want to do this today? Are we going to do that? I will go and do this, and then you can go and do that. And there's always some kind of planning on a smaller or a bigger scale. So our minds are like trained to always be ahead of our body. Like there's always a gap like between our mind and our body, because our mind is out there and our body is following the mind around kind of. And so we're hopping around there being like in discord already. Like, so how can you find your presence in the present, reel your mind back in again, Okay, here we are. Now we're aligned again. Then in alignment, I can make my little plan. Okay, step one, for whatever it is I'm gonna achieve or do today that I need to have done to make my life the way I want it. Okay, then you sit there and you create the little plan, and then you put it to the side. You already have your plan. Now you can just do the one thing, and you go there and you have your mind in your body, or you're aligned in your body. So you move there and then you do whatever was on the plan. Instead of like being out here trying to do the same thing, constantly thinking, making you anxious and nervous because there's a big gap between your body and your mind. And so you're trying to like catch up with yourself. So if you can reel it back, find that space within your mind where you can allow even the little plans, the bigger plans. If you can take care of the little plans like that, then you're going to be able to take care of the bigger picture like that as well. It's just a training of how you go about, like the desires that you have. Okay, here you are sitting here in the body, or sitting wherever you are, or laying down, or you're standing up, sitting, or laying down somewhere. So there you are in your body, and then your mind might be even out in the message or out in whatever is being talked about. So your mind is already out there creating a gap from the body. And so how can we reel ourselves back in? Like our minds are constantly in the phones, in the planning, in the whatever gadget you have to do stuff on. Our mind is usually there and our body is here, and there's a gap. And so it will create a lot of uncertainty. It will create a lot of feeling kind of unfulfilled a little bit, because there's this gap, and then you don't feel whole, feel like fractured. And that's what they say, like if you can fracture something, it is more difficult for the fractured piece to stay together, which makes sense. But so in your mind, perhaps also this is someone who is in the planning stages of something, doing something with your life, with your mind, planning something. Maybe you want to find your desires, like you don't really know what they are, but you kind of do. So now you're going to set new goals. You're going to find your passion. What are you craving for? What do you think as a human being here on planet Earth, on this limited time that we have, would make you feel fulfilled as a human? Like at the end of the road, like when you're sitting there, if we're lucky and we get like, I don't know how many years we get on this planet, it's usually below 100 somewhere. And so what are you going to do with the time? Like when you're sitting there at the end of the road, and you're sitting there with your rocket chair, and then you're like, okay, let me have a sip of coffee. What did I do with my time? Like now is the time to change the things that you want to sit there and think about that you did at the end of the road. So whatever it is, put that into plan, because it's going to make you feel so good about yourself and accomplished, and make you feel so much better. The body, okay, so we have the devil in reverse, which is in our physical. So usually the devil is talking about all these things that get you off of your path. So if you're trying to get healthy and then there's always someone bringing cookies, then that's the devil. Like then it's not a sweet thing. It's like, yeah, it's sweet and it's messing up the purpose. And so you're on your purpose, and then whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, whatever comes in there to tempt you, all the temptations, it can be a person, it can be an idea of a relationship, it can be sweets, it can be addictions to substances, it can be addiction to self-hatred or self not loving yourself. It can be addiction to so many things in our physical world that leaves us off of our purpose. And when you get swayed off of your purpose, it creates a whole lot of different things that happens within yourself. So this is perhaps someone who is doing very good with themselves. Perhaps you did have some toxic traits, and that is indeed a great thing. We all do have things to work on in our lives. And I know for me, today I'm celebrating 8 years with no alcohol. So that's a good thing. So that is one way that temptation can come into your life. You have to work on it, take it out of your life if you don't want it to be there. Because whatever you do that you don't want in your life is going to sway you off of your purpose. So whatever the desire that you have, whatever goal that you have in your life, You have to be sure that you maintain your physical self in a way that is able to carry that desire to the end. And so if you're in bad shape, like me, I was overweight, I had to stop drinking, my body was beat up, and it was very painful. It was a painful experience. And so little by slowly, one step at a time, one day at a time, year after year, putting in the effort and doing the things. If it's always worth it in the end, if you put in the effort. So this is someone who is putting in the effort, and it will be worth it in the end. And you're doing a great job. So taking care of the focus, maintaining your yourself within yourself, so that you can keep focusing on your purpose and allow the temptations to just be on the side, and just find a way that you can protect yourself from all those influences that wants to come in and sway you off your purpose, especially if you hold the light. If you hold the light, if you are like a person who's just trying to be the right person, or like doing the right thing, and you're being favored by the gods, or however you want to say it, by like the divine, like if you're being favored, then people who have different agendas, or they have different ways of going about it, because you know, in some places in this society, there you can only find the truth in this group. We have the truth. Oh, really? You have the truth? Well, no, we have the truth over here. This is the truth. This is the truth over here, and it has to be this way, and this is what we always believed. No, but that's not the truth. The truth is over here. Oh gosh, now we have 3 groups, and they all have the truth. Like, how is that possible? And then there's this one person, you, coming into the picture, doing your thing, doing the thing, and then the groups didn't do their thing, so they don't have the light. Now they're gonna attack who? Oh, no, they're not going to work on themselves. No, they're not going to work on themselves and do their own thing. They're going to attack you because you're coming in and messing up their belief system. But you just do your thing anyway, and you just keep doing the work, keep holding the light, keep going, and stay strong within your desires, your passion, your purpose. And, you know, as if you walk that path, you know that you are always supported. So maybe not from the humans, maybe they're not the best supporters, but the ethereal friends, the divine, that's what you need. And all the rest is just details. And so there you go. 9 of Swords in the soul. Okay, 9 of Swords. Bothered by the mind. 9 of Swords can happen a lot of times. If you are always ahead, like you're always planning something, so you're always out there, and then your body is here. Now there's going to be this gap. So here your body is, there you are already in the future, like between from where your body is at until your body can move into that point in the future where your mind already is. There's a lot of stuff that can happen in between there, and that creates a lot of anxiety. It will create a lot of uncertainty. It will create a lot of what ifs. What if this happened? Or what if that happened? Oh my gosh, what if that happens and that shows up and then I don't know how to do about it? Or what if that happens there, then I don't know. Oh my gosh, no, this is too much. I can't do it. Can happen. Or you can be like, so these are the 9 of Swords, like the fear, the nightmares, the anxiety, the worry. And the worry can create like that you don't want to take the action. Like, yeah, I see my desire up there. I'm here. I don't really want to take the action because I am anxious. So I'm frozen and I'm stuck and I can't do anything. And trust me, that can happen. I've done it for years and years and years. It is not a good place to be in. It's very difficult. And then how can you find a way? And the best advice that I can give from my experience is to figure out a way that you can quiet the mind and reel your mind back into the moment, to the present moment. If you can do that, your soul is going to be able to flourish, and your soul is going to be able to speak to you again and be part of you again, because now you're going to be present with it. Your thoughts or your mind is not going to be in the past. It's not going to be in the future. It's going to be here in the moment. And that's when you feel that inner joy. That's when your soul is coming alive. That's when you feel that all the things that the matrix says that, oh, you need this and this and this to feel that. No, you don't. You don't need any of that. You just need to bring your mind back into your body, to be able to be present in the moment, and to actually just be able to be. It takes practice, but it's very well worth it. And Eckhart Tolle, he says everything about it in The Power of Now. You can learn every single trick to how to get into the present from anywhere, and how to find your center within yourself. He explains this very beautifully, very thoroughly. Everything, he's been talking about it for like 100 years, not yet, but a long time. And it is really true. What he is saying is really true. And it is the way out of the matrix and into yourself. How about the current situation? Current situation. Seven of Cups. Okay, your current situation, you have choices, multiple choices, which of course, again, can be a confusing thing. Like multiple choices is easy. If you just have one, then that's it. Then you go for that. Now, all of a sudden, there's like, multiple choices. So what you gonna choose? We got the World card, ending a cycle. Maybe ending a cycle of indecision. Ending a cycle. And Six of Cups. Maybe getting out into the world too. Six of Cups, reminiscing, good memories, bringing up, reigniting yourself from who you were in the past, like the childlike, the childlike person. Current situation, all situations, I would say, in life. Like, yeah, we're always going to have many choices. You can choose to stay on your path. So you can choose your desire, and that can be anything. You can choose your desire, and then you can choose how you're going to go about it to get to there. You can choose what kind of condition your body is going to be in when you move towards that desire. You can choose what kind of condition your soul is going to be in when you move towards that desire, when you're living and being. There's so many choices. You can choose that temptation, or there's another temptation there, or you can choose that one over there. There's also a temptation right here. And then, so there's many choices. How do you choose it? So, again, like bringing your mind into your body. Basically, bringing yourself back into the moment. Back into the now. Consider the different options. Figure out, like, what is, if you choose that, what would it look like for you? What would happen with your life the way it is? Do you love your life the way it is? Okay, if yes, then what would add to what you already have instead of rooting up everything and changing everything around? So how can you add to what you already have if you already love what you have? And how can you do that? And also the conclusion, the choice is yours. The choice is yours, and perhaps you do have something good going on here with everything. And sometimes even the people around you can come in and create the nightmares because they don't want you to be on your path. They don't want you, like the groups, they might want to sway you off there because they hold the truth. So anything else cannot be the truth. And if you're walking around looking like truth, then you're going to create some confusion in other people's head, which is not your problem. Your problem, your focus is going to be on yourself, bringing your energy back, bringing yourself into the moment, and closing out these cycles. So this current situation, yeah, you do have the choices. Sometimes maybe you're concluding like the karmic lessons, things that aren't really going to bring you anything other than a lesson. And they can come in a beautiful face. They can come in a beautiful body. They can come in temptation, tempting situations. All these lessons that we need to learn to grow as people. They come through people, situation, places, things. So all these karmic lessons that we have, and the world, leveling up. Also sign of success. So whichever one you choose here, like you choose with your heart, you choose with your soul, your heart. What is going to bring you fulfillment? What is the true desire that you have? Like go for that. And then you can also utilize everything that is special about you, unique about you, and your desire and your road and your pathway in life. And when you find that then you choose that, whatever it looks like. It doesn't have to fit for anybody else. It just have to fit for you. And this is what you're supposed to do. And if that's what you're supposed to do, then do that. And memories, making friends with the past, being friends with the past, rewriting it in a way that here you are, you're victorious, whatever happened before. Perhaps there was a lot of reasons to have nightmares and to have anxiety and to have confusion and to have all that helplessness and being upset by the world around you, which sometimes that can happen from the past, sometimes it can be in the now, but how can you deal with it? How can you find the inner peace? And it always brings back to the now, to the moment. Bring it into the moment, take some time out, allow yourself to feel how you feel about these things. And also the Six of Cups, it can talk about a new chance at love. So if you are single, if you are looking, maybe there is another good one hopping around the corners. Good one this time. No more karmic lessons, done with those. Don't need that. If you're already happy with what you have, how can you find someone there that can add to what you already have so that you can build on what you already have? You don't have to change everything up and then not knowing where you're going. And also the universe is here saying we're all just stardust. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Like we take ourselves way too seriously sometimes. And the Knight of Swords. So this is talking about like recklessness, quick communication, rapid action. Knight of Swords coming in with all the words, boom, boom, boom. It's in reversal, so then maybe there is something that needs to be said, or maybe there is something that needs to be less harsh and can be more soft. And perhaps that is one of the cues as to what to choose. Something softer, something that is coming in now with anger and Astrona Abraham Hicks says, when you identify any of the 4 basic subjects of your life, 4 basic subjects, okay, body, home, relationship, or work, are focusing on energy occurs. So when you identify any of the 4, body, home, relationship, or work, a focusing of energy occurs. When you make more specific statements of desires, when you make more specific statements of desire, you activate the energy around those subjects even more. And when you think about why you want those things, you can usually be softening your resistance around the subject. So all the fear and the anxiety, how am I going to get there? What am I going to do? So just why do I want to be there? I want to be there because it would make me feel, I want to be there because, I want to be there because, and then you find the why and it will soften up and it will bring it to you faster. And it will add even more clarity and power to the thoughts. Why you want something defines the essence of the what we want. So why you want it defines the essence of what you want. The universe always delivers to you the vibrational essence of your desire. And the beautiful light in me, it honors, respects, and loves. Same beautiful light in you. And until next time, namaste.